Yo guys, it's your boy Easy Me, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry if that was loud, but we're gonna be extra today, ladies. I'm having a great day. I hope you guys are too, and leave a like, comment, subscribe. I would appreciate any support from y'all. I really do, and I already have been appreciating the support that you guys have been, especially on the Reddit and stuff like that. Thank you, shout out to y'all. I love y'all. But let's get right into the video. It's gonna be like not like a free to play reroll guide, but it's gonna be like kind of like something you want to know in the beginning of your game, in the beginning of your reroll session, because this game is gonna actually have quite a quick reroll process. So I really do recommend. I know in previous videos I said not to do it and just jump in, but I do recommend it. It's like 4 to 6 minutes to reroll, so I would just say just do it. Get at least one character that you're very much interested. It doesn't even have to be the best character. Now this character that we're going into right now, I did say in the previous video, which I do want to apologize, that the game was dupe heavy. Now I didn't make it like a clear statement or anything like that, but I still did want to apologize for saying this is like a dupe heavy game, because it's not really that big of a dupe heavy game. The dupes are very important, considering if you get like a maxed out character, it does kind of change the character quite a bit if they are like future characters, not like the standard characters that we're going to be starting with and stuff like that. Maybe in the future it will get more dupe heavy, we don't know yet, but it's not that big of a dupe heavy game. Like I said, maybe I did say it, I don't remember last video, but I do apologize for that. This character right here though is basically going to be everyone's reroll target. Your reroll is going to take around 4 to 6 minutes, so I do recommend everyone do it. Now this character is going to be insane, and the one thing about this character is that I was getting like the big idea for the last video is she actually doesn't have her passive unless you unlock it if you get a dupe into her. Level 1 passive is just like a normal maximum HP by 5%. Now if you get a dupe into her, that's when her actual passive actually awakens, which is basically that's why a lot of the Koreans JP characters were saying there's like a pay to win character, because you need a dupe on her. And I was seeing a lot of those comments, which made me in that last video. But for most characters, they have their passes already unlocked on level 1, which you need no dupes for. Now this character you do need a dupe for, which and when you do get it on her, she's actually the best character in the game. She does supporting, she does incredible healing, she gives buffs, she just does everything and stuff like that. So this character right here, Ashura, is going to be one of the characters that you're definitely going to want to go if you're going like crazy, like degenerate re-rolling, probably like me, to be honest. Like if you're degenerately re-rolling until you get something crazy, which is possible since it's such a fast re-roll process, this character with one dupe in it is definitely going to be like the character you're going to want to kind of go for with one dupe. And if you get that shit, bro, if you get that, you're kind of set, bro. You're kind of set. So the tier list, so these 3 characters, like I said, I've looked at this tier list before. Everyone has different tier lists, to be honest. PvP as well. This character Ashura is good in PvP, PvE. So one thing I did want to talk about is these rewards as well that we did talk about. Now this is not going to be like something you can get on day 1, obviously, but this is something you're going to be able to get over the course of time, like maybe a month or 2. I would assume that you'll be able to get this amount of rewards. So you're going to want to have this in your mind while you're actually rerolling that. Like in the future, you're still going to be able to get characters. So I would say that like you don't need to go so crazy to get the perfect reroll, like 5 SSRs or like 10 SSRs or something crazy like that, and meta ones and dupes and stuff like that. You're gonna have a lot of resources to go through the game and stuff like that, so you're not gonna really want to just go crazy, and you're gonna want to just actually get that early progression. And since we're already backed up from KR and JP, you're gonna want to go and get your progression up, especially for the first week. Now these rewards are gonna be coming in, and they're gonna be coming in fast, to be honest, but I don't think it's gonna be that fast, but they are gonna be coming in fast. So definitely you're gonna have a lot to go for. Basically what I wanted to say is this character right here, which is the first banner. Now you have a couple routes you can go when you're re-rolling. There's another banner which I gotta go scroll all the way to the right side for, which is gonna have all the previous characters from the last banners that I've been in KR and JP that we've missed and stuff like that, which is gonna have also the light and dark characters. There's gonna be a raid up on that as well, that's gonna be like the main banner you're gonna want to go for if you want like Ashura, which is the character I was talking about before with one dupe in her. That's the banner that's gonna be there day 1. They've already confirmed it, that you're going to want to go on there, and there's going to be all the previous characters, light and dark, whatever you need is going to be in there, limited characters, whatever. Now this banner is going to be the first banner as well. Our first kind of limited summons that we're going to get is Yumina and Hilde, which is the counter side collab. Now this is going to be 2 different routes you can go for this game, depending on how good these characters are, which we don't know yet. You could actually just reroll for them and maybe even get a dupe into them if you're very interested in them, like I am. Counter side was one of my favorite games, so I'm definitely going to go for this one. I do want to start with the Ashura and the dupe into her, because I feel like you can get so much progression done with that character, especially with her passive going on. But you can also get PvP. You're going to be a god in PvP with that character. If you don't actually, let's read through that real quick. It increases her max HP. Every time she uses her skill, she recovers HP of the ally with the lowest current HP. Increases the chance of coordinated attack with the basic skill. So she gives out coordinated attack, she gives out passive healing, and she also gives up a stack. I think that gives more healing. So basically that passive, what you're gonna do with that passive is just get an immortal character, bro. An immortal character, and she heals herself and another person that's on low HP. Like that character in PvP, I've seen clips, especially when people have like max dupes on her. It goes crazy. But this is the second route you can go, is just go with the collab, and that's probably gonna be like the more kind of fun route you can go, is just go with this. And then I would say personally, you gotta save up for this character right here. I have a feeling she's gonna be busted. She just was a very popular character in Counterside, and just look at the design, bro. Just look at the design. This character, bro, I'm going so ham for Rosaria. I want to at least get like 2 dupes in her, just to make her valuable, especially depending on how good she is for like PvP and PvE. I might even get like her max dupe. We're gonna have to wait and see, depending if I spend or not. Yeah, I just have a big feeling that this character Rosaria is going to be meta shifting, considering what she did in the actual Counterside. I mean, there's going to be no correlation, to be honest, because it's 2 different games. That game is not turn-based. It's kind of like a chess thing going on there, but she was very meta shifting in there, especially the fact that she's coming in her separate banner like 2 weeks after the actual collab characters, and she's kind of like a big thing they're pushing. I have a feeling you're definitely going to want to actually try and get her, to be honest, because she's definitely going to be good. At least so we know that she's going to be at the same level of the most recent characters in this game. Like Ashura is a most recent character. She's not most recent, but she was like a recent character, so kind of like scaling with that power level. Now she might even be a dark character, which the light and dark characters have like a different rarity system to them, which is basically like rarer to get like a 1% chance in the gacha. So, and this is the banner I was talking about before. This is the characters that are going to be in there, the light and dark characters as well, and they're just going to have every character that's pre-released on the KR and JP servers, and it's not going to be like a higher rate up or anything. It's just going to be the same, but it's going to be in there, so it's possible to grab Ashura in there, because in the standard summon it's going to be a little more rare. But for this character right here, and it also has their arcanas. Now we don't know if we're going to be able to actually like pick the characters that we want, like spark them with the actual mileage system, so we're gonna have to wait and see on that. If we can, putting around 200 summons into these things where you can actually spark Ashura would actually be very, very interesting, especially if you can get her while you're rolling the 200 and then you actually spark her to get a dupe into her. It might be a very, very easy start with this character once you actually reroll. So if that is the case, I'm going to tell you guys that going for the actual Counterside collab units and then putting like 200 rolls into that one right there is actually very much, I would think, it's the best plan. So there's a couple routes you can do in your first rerolls and stuff like that, but I would definitely, now that the information has came out, that I would really recommend doing your rerolls, because it's just so fast that you might as well grab something that you actually like. It's not going to harm you, to be honest. So other than that,